And today, our world class outcomes, we have broken them down into easier language. And we did this last week. And today, I just kind of want to focus your attention on this second world class outcome. Sorry, I'm choking on some peanut butter. All right. Awesome. Because that's really where we're going to be spending our time today. We're going to be forming ideas about the decisions that you make and how they might affect others. Um, yeah, so really, this second world class outcome is what we're working on today. Okay,
Sounds
so
like
we're going to go.
fun.
Oh, go ahead.
I said it sounds like fun.
Yeah, it will be. So we're going to go back to what we started last week when we were analyzing nutrition labels. So you guys completed a pantry search, and you should have found two foods that you thought were healthy, and then two foods that you just liked. So maybe they were just your favorite foods, whether they're healthy or not. um, so we're going to go ahead and just maybe get one or two examples from everybody and fill in our chart, and then we can start comparing. So let me. Okay, so we have at least four kiddos. All right, let's start with Adam. Adam, do you want to do one of your favorite foods or a food that you think is healthy?
Well, one is a drink, which is my smoothie.
Oh, well,
So,
you could use that too. I mean, whichever one you want.
okay. So, my smoothie has a lot. It has sherbet, apple, orange juice, spinach, pears, bananas, berries, and strawberries. Nice.
Whoa! All right.
Sounds pretty
Okay.
healthy.
So, serving size, a glass, 32 OZ.
Oh, 32
Calories,
ounces. Okay. So that's a pretty big glass. A normal glass that you just, get out of your cabinet, those are usually closer to 8 ounces. So this is a pretty big amount, but that's okay. Keep going.
okay, so calories, 110.
Wow. Okay.
Is that too
This is
many or
supposed
is
to be
that still
healthy.
healthy? Is
Yeah.
that still
Okay,
healthy or is too
saturated
many
fat.
calories?
Oh, so total fat grams, 0.
Right.
Saturated fat grams, 0.
That's right, because it had a bunch of food.
Carbohydrate grams,
Mhm.
3.
Okay.
Protein grams, 4.5.
Nice. Okay.
Now vitamins, it has vitamin C, B, B12, B6, D, and E. It has potassium, and then fiber, 8 Gs, and then iron and calcium, copper,
Oh my gosh.
48, and magnesium.
Wow.
Full blown, huh?
Yeah. All right. So, okay, so that looks terrible because it's not letting me. Here, let me see if I can make that look a little better if I make these other columns a little smaller.
And then,
Well, it
of
looks.
course, my next one would be a baked potato.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we could take two from each. So Adam, you just did a really healthy smoothie that's, full of really good fruits and vegetables and that kind of stuff. Do you have something on your list that's maybe not as healthy that we can?
Hmm. Well, I do have nachos.
Yep, nachos will do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and
Okay.
hear about your nachos.
Okay, so serving size 6 to 8 chips. Now calories 350.
Ooh,
Total fat grams 20.
wow. Okay.
Saturated fat
Wow.
grams 8. Carbohydrate grams 35. Protein grams 9.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
kind of on the edge.
Yeah, and it's not maybe the most terrible snack in the world, especially if you don't load it up with a ton of cheese and a ton of sour cream. Um,
Right.
you can make nachos kind of healthy at least. The chips are
I'd put some
maybe
spinach in it or tomatoes.
exactly, yeah. You can have spinach, tomatoes, like beans. Chips are real healthy for you, but everything that you put
Yeah.
on top of it can definitely make a difference.
Uh huh. So now the vitamins.
Okay. Oh, there are some vitamins. Okay.
So vitamin A, 10%. Vitamin C, 2%. Zinc, it has zinc, 8%. Now, fiber, 3 grams. Magnesium, 15%. Niacin, 8%. I think that's what it's called.
Niacin. Yep.
Calcium, 25%.
Wow.
Vitamin B6, 10%. And B12.
Okay, all right. So there were a couple others. So, like I said, nachos aren't always terrible, especially if you put some good stuff on top of them. All right, thank you, Adam.
Spinach or tomatoes.
Exactly. How about we move to Emma and see if she can give us maybe one of her healthy or what she thought might be a healthy food, and then one of her maybe not so healthy foods.
Okay.
All right, Emma, take it away. Are you there, Emma? She might
I
be.
don't.
Oh, okay. All right. Whenever you're ready.
No, that wasn't her talking. That was me. I don't. Well, it shows that her microphone is on.
Oh, okay. So Emma, go ahead and make sure you turn on your microphone,
No, it shows that it's on.
or send me a message if there's something that you want to let me know. All right, let's go to Tristan. How about we share one of your healthy foods first, Tristan?
Okay, let me get the chart. One of my healthy foods is spinach.
All right.
Spinach is healthy, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Unless you load it with a ton of water or something, then you can make it kind of unhealthy.
Miss Bruns,
Right.
Emma just wrote. She
Yeah, that
says
her
her mic's
microphone
not
isn't
working.
working. Well, that's okay. I think we're going to have enough foods to compare just with a couple kiddos, so it's okay.
So the serving size is 2 cups.
Ooh, that's a lot. Okay.
And it has only 20 calories.
Yep.
And it has no fat at all. So total fat grams is 0 grams.
Okay.
And saturated fat is 0 grams.
Hmm.
And carbohydrates, it has 0 grams also. And it has 2 grams of protein. And it has 160% vitamin A and 40% vitamin C.
Yeah, definitely. Hmm. All right. So, yeah, spinach, like I said, spinach in its raw form is pretty healthy for you. It's when we add all the butter and stuff that it starts, not being healthy.
Actually, I think baked spinach is good too.
Right. Yeah. And not that you can't add a little butter and bake it or whatever.
I mean, it's good once in a while, just not all the time.
Right. Right.
Because if you do it all the time, then you know what's going to happen.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's something to keep in mind too, as far as things like spinach or nachos or whatever, or salads. Usually the food can start off pretty healthy. It's all the stuff that you put on it that makes it unhealthy, like your salad
Bacon
dressings,
bits.
tons of butter, tons of cheese, that kind of stuff that makes it probably taste better, is what starts bringing down the nutritional value.
Now, something else that can make it taste better is like, I don't know, a bit of lettuce, some tomatoes.
Yeah. All right. Well, Tristan, do you have a slightly unhealthy food that you'd like to share with us?
Um, well, I thought I added this food to one of my healthy foods because before I found out about it and researched it, I thought it was pretty healthy, but it actually isn't that healthy.
Oh,
20
okay.
calories, right? So it's peanut butter.
Oh, well, yeah, peanut butter, that's kind of a tough one because if you eat a little of it, it's not so bad because it has a lot of protein and it'll keep you full for a long time. It's loaded with a lot of calories. But go on, Tristan.
Yeah, and it has a lot of calories and a lot of fat. But anyway, the serving size is 2 tablespoons,
Okay.
and it has 200 calories,
Yeah.
and there are 16 grams of fat.
Yeah.
And 4 grams are saturated fat. And there are 6 grams of carbohydrates, and there are 8 grams of protein. So, and there are no vitamins at all.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, just keep in mind that you can eat peanut butter. Just eat it in moderation. I love peanut butter, but if you eat like a cup of it, you're gonna get way too many calories. Okay.
Right.
All right.
I only take like 1 spoon and put it on a banana.
Exactly, and that's about all that you need. Patrick, are you there? Would you like to share a couple of your foods with us?
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, I only have one right now because the other ones don't even have facts. But
Sure.
so I'm doing like a box of nuts.
Okay.
So the calories is actually a ton. There are 160 calories from fat, 130 for you know.
Oh, right. I
And
know what you're saying. 130 of the calories come from fat. Got it.
yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
And then total fat is 14 grams, so 22%.
Wow.
And then there's cholesterol is 0%,
Okay.
sodium 0%, total carbohydrate is 2%,
Did
dietary
it give you any
fiber
gram amounts or did it just give you
is
percents?
um total total carbohydrate is 7 grams,
Okay.
and then dietary fiber 2 grams, sugars all of the sugars in it is 2 grams, and protein is 5 grams.
Okay.
And then
All right.
the vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin C, and then calcium and iron.
Okay. Did it tell you the saturated fat? How many grams?
2 grams.
2 grams. Okay. So what we need
So
to remember about
the
this
healthiest.
column is this is the bad fat. Saturated fat is
Yeah.
the bad type. Mono unsaturated, so the one that starts with an M, is the good fat. But so let's just look at this last one that we did, nachos, or not nachos, nuts. Um, Nuts isn't a terrible food to eat. It's just high in calories. It
It's
has a
just
ton of
yeah.
protein, though. So, just like peanut butter, it's one of those snacks that will keep you full, but you just can't eat a ton of them because it's so high in calories. Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I don't have a column for it. I probably should have made a column for it, but the healthy fat, peanut butter and nuts have a ton of the healthy types of fat. But like I said, healthy fat means higher calories. So you just have to kind of balance and not eat too much.
Too
Okay?
much, yeah. I only ate a couple.
Yeah, exactly. So I think you guys are getting really good at being able to pick out what might be some of our healthier choices. Looking at what we just listed, what would be probably the healthiest breakfast food?
Scrambled
Um,
eggs?
Oh,
Ooh,
well, I was
that
just
would
kind of
be
looking at the chart that we have. But yes, eggs are actually pretty darn good for you. And they have a lot of
um,
protein. But
Especially the scrambled ones.
I think the best food for breakfast would probably be the smoothie. It
yeah,
wouldn't taste very
absolutely.
good for breakfast, but it would still be the best food.
Yeah, well, I mean, Adam's smoothie, I think he listed a lot of fruits. So it definitely would be probably a good breakfast food. I'm not sure that well, I mean, like I said, you could have lunch and have nachos, but just watch what you put on the nachos. This is nachos with just a little bit of cheese and some beans and maybe a little bit of tomatoes and stuff. But you could add 1,000 calories easily if you load it up with sour cream and cheese and stuff. Spinach by itself, I mean, it's obviously really healthy for you. It has like no fat and it has a ton of vitamins.
It'd be good
But
for lunch, maybe.
yeah, if you throw some maybe grilled chicken on your spinach, it would taste,
Yeah.
probably a lot better. Maybe some grilled chicken, a little bit of salad dressing, not a ton, um, so that you don't, add too many calories.
I have a question.
Sure.
Is balsamic vinegar a healthy type of salad dressing?
Yeah, balsamic vinegar is one of the better types that you can choose, definitely. Anything vinaigrette, so like oil and balsamic vinegar, has lower calories than like your heavier ranch. Think of anything creamy, like a creamier salad dressing is going to have more calories and more fat. Okay.
Like, I think I know.
Yeah. Okay.
You know that one salad dressing I think is a Japanese salad dressing? It's that sweet one.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. And it's not too bad because it's not too creamy. So yeah.
Um,
Okay.
and I was just wondering about the balsamic vinaigrette because that's what I eat on my salads too.
Very good. I think that's a pretty darn good choice. All right. So what where I'm going to show you now, and I'm going to have to probably um, zoom it in a little bit so that you can see these numbers. Remember how last week I was telling you about those percentages? Let me just pull up one of the labels so you can see what I'm talking about again. Um, Let's just look at this orange juice label. Remember how I was telling you these percentages are based on a 2,000 calorie diet? So, for instance, if you are ingesting 2,000 calories a day, you're probably an adult, and this glass of orange juice would have 13% of all of the potassium you need for one entire day. It would have 9% of what you need in carbohydrates for the entire day. But you guys are a little bit smaller and younger. So you're not going to have the same percentages. Um, so let's just think. If you're supposed to ingest, let's just say 1,200 calories a day based on your age and if you're a boy or a girl, you would be getting much more than 13% of your daily needs. You'd be getting more like
30?
20%. Well, maybe not quite up to 30, but you'd be getting more than 13%. And you'd be getting more than 9% of your carbohydrates. Okay. So you just need to kind of keep that in mind that you guys are probably not going to be ingesting 2,000 calories. So any of these percentages is going to be more for you, which, will change one day when you're older and whatnot. But for now, I want you to kind of just take a look at this chart and just quickly find whether or not you are a female or a male, and then which age group you are in. Why is this? All right. I don't want it to. Okay. There we go. Sorry. Which age group you are in. And then let me explain these three words to you: sedentary, moderately active, or active. So if you are not very active, like you never exercise, this would be how many calories you need. If you exercise a little, that means you're moderately active. So you would be in this middle category. If you are like an athlete and you exercise, at least 6 days a week and you exercise pretty hard, you would be in this category. So I want you to just kind of find where you're at and write your number down.
Okay.
Could you zoom in?
Yeah, I can try to zoom in a little bit more.
Most of us are moderately active, though, right?
I would say most of you are moderately active. That means you do your workouts for your PE log. Um, yeah, but you don't like run 20 miles every day.
Right.
So, like I said,
Mrs. Bruns, I have a
I
question.
do go to the pool
I
every
have
day.
one question real quickly.
sure.
I've been 9 since like 1 week, so can I put 4 through 8 still in?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know. You can kind of tell there that it totally changes. I mean, because this is all the way down to a 4-year-old. I don't know, Tristan. I might go somewhere in between the two. I don't know if I'd go all the way down to this first group. Okay. So somewhere in between these two ranges is where you would be. My guess would be maybe 1700 for you. Okay. Here, and so I won't, spend too much time on this, but here is a link to a calculator that you can do after class that you can your own specific everything. So you can say, and you just hit continue. It's not showing yet. And it'll ask you, if are you a male or female, and how old are you, and how active you are. And then it will give you your own range. So I just wanted to give you those two resources so that you can kind of keep it in mind as you're planning your meals throughout the day. All right. But nutrition is more than just counting calories. We need to be aware of the food groups and make sure that we're getting enough from each food group. So let's go ahead and play a little game.
Yay!
Yeah. Okay, so I got to zoom in a little so I can make.
Oh, him again.
Yeah, it's this guy again. Yeah. Okay. So,
It's the French chef.
yeah. Uh-huh. So our instructions, we're just going to click on the picture to start, looking at this food pyramid. Okay, and we're going to hear what he has to say about each one of these different food groups.
Ow. Bad cat.
Look at the new pyramid. It is made up of brightly colored bars. Each colored bar stands for a different food group.
Okay, so first of all,
Did you notice the steps on the side of the pyramid? The steps stand for the physical activity you need every day. You need to get moving and exercise for at least 60 minutes each day.
okay, sorry, if I roll over it, it starts talking. Anybody want to guess before we learn what each one of these colors represents?
I'm probably no.
Okay, take a guess.
Also.
Sure. Okay, take a guess. Let's start with Adam. What do you think the orange category might represent?
The orange category, like breads, grams.
Grains?
Your grams.
Grains.
You're right.
Bread, spaghetti,
grains.
rice, and crackers. Grains give you energy. Try to make half of your servings whole grains. You can tell if something is a whole grain because the name usually has the word whole in it.
Okay. All right, Tristan, do you want to guess what the green category stands for?
Yeah, it's vegetables probably. Yeah,
Okay.
vegetables.
Well, let's see.
Vegetables are foods like broccoli, carrots, green beans, potatoes, spinach, and corn. You should try to eat at least one dark green vegetable or one orange vegetable each day.
All right. Who wants to guess what the red category might stand for? Anybody new? All right, Adam, go for it.
Okay, so the red one?
Uh-huh.
Fruits.
Yeah.
Some fruits are apples, pears, cantaloupe melon, watermelon, grapes, and blueberries. Fruits are a tasty snack to eat every day.
All right, and this should be pretty obvious. The yellow one is a very small amount. So,
I know what it is.
okay, go ahead.
It's oils.
Yes.
So
The yellow bar is the smallest. That one stands for oils. You only need a small amount of fats and oils each day. Get your oils from healthy choices like fish, nuts, and vegetable oils.
Okay, so peanut butter falls into that category a little bit, and as well as those nuts that we were talking about earlier. All right, the biggest one. What do you think?
Milk.
Yeah.
The milk group includes foods like milk, yogurt, cheese, ice cream, and pudding. Foods from the milk group have calcium, which helps to grow strong bones and healthy teeth.
All right. Yep. And then last
The
but not
meats and
least,
beans group includes foods like hamburgers, fish, eggs, beans, and nuts. Try to eat leaner, less fatty meats.
okay. All
Did
right.
you notice the steps on the side of the pyramid?
Yes, I did.
This
Stop talking. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So when you are looking, let me just make a separate screen for this chart that we made earlier. Okay. So when you're looking at all of these foods that we listed as a group, you need to be aware of where they're going to fall in your daily food group needs for each day. Now, spinach is really easy. I mean, that one is super easy. Put it in the vegetable group. You're good to go. Your nuts and your peanut butter, which group did those fall into?
I know.
Go ahead.
They fall into the protein group, the meat and stuff.
Yeah, this is kind of a tricky one. They are half protein, so a little bit of that purple, but they're also a little bit of that yellow allowance. See how it's not black or white? There's a lot of foods that are kind of fall into a lot of different categories. But nuts and peanut butter would be that purple protein and oils group. And then nachos. Well, depending on what you put on the nachos,
They would most likely fall into the oils group.
yeah, you're going to have some oils because the chips are probably not very healthy for you unless.
And grains.
Yes, and it will have some grains, especially if you got healthy chips like whole wheat chips. And then, of course, if you have cheese, that's going to go right here in your blue group. And then if you put.
And if you have some spinach or tomatoes, it would go into the vegetable group.
That's exactly right. So you can see how a lot of the things that you eat in a day can help you fulfill the entire pyramid. Like I said, the only thing that's really obvious and only fits into one category is our spinach example. All right, so let's go back to our agenda. Okay, so we just kind of walked through what I was about to do as far as reviewing where each one of our foods that we listed fell in the food pyramid. So now we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of practice with reading tables, because that's really what we're doing is we're reading tables. Labels can be like you see here in a table format. And then those kiddos who are up for a challenge and want to know a little bit more about percents, because we talk about a lot of percentages up here as far as vitamins and then percentages of that 2,000 calorie diet. Those kiddos are more than welcome to watch this brain pop and do the practice on percents. All right.
Was it brain pop?
Nope, this one isn't.
This is iExcel. I have an account with it.
Very good. Yay. You know what you should do? You should email me your username and password. So, because if I get kicked off, I might need it. But
Okay.
so Grace Elizabeth, let's remember to keep our chat on topic. And yes, Emma, I can see your chat, and thank you for participating. All right, so here we go. We're reading some charts, a little bit of practice. And like I said, this is one of our school-wide goals that we have to get better at. So this is kind of why we're doing that. Cindy's Candies have been studying how much chocolate people have been eating in different countries. All right, how much chocolate was consumed per capita in Denmark in 2005?
How much chocolate was consumed?
Do I type it or just tell you?
Yeah, we could just type it into the chat.
Okay.
How many
I'll
kilograms?
send you a private chat.
Perfect. All right, that's right. In the year 2005, so this is how we would read it. We have to find Denmark, 2005, 8 kilograms. Okay, so I think we'll be able to go a little faster in this next one. While looking through an almanac at the library, Angie noticed some data showing the population density of various states. In 1990, how many more people per square mile lived in Idaho than South Dakota? Okay, so this you're going to have to. Oh, Grace Elizabeth is telling me to zoom in. Okay, let's make it bigger. Okay, that should help. All right, so now we have to compare Idaho in the year 1990 had 12 and South Dakota had 9. So what is the difference?
I sent you my answer.
Yes, you did, and so did Emma. So whenever you hear the word difference, you should know that that means subtract. So 12 minus 9 is 3. Good job, everyone.
Oops,
All
I
right.
accidentally put 83.
Gardeners at the Bruns estate counted the number of flowers growing there. So you can take a look at the different types and the colors. Of which color are there the fewest flowers? So which color has the fewest flowers? Good, this one was easy. Red.
Yep.
4 and 3.
Some of them are easier to read and, some of them aren't. Administrators at several colleges compare the number of students enrolled in various classes. Which school has more students enrolled in astronomy? Marina University or Great Northern College? Okay, so find astronomy, and then you're comparing. Looks like the first
Can I just type M or G? Oh,
Sure.
okay.
Good, Tristan. Very good. Yes, Marina University has a little bit more. Good. Yay!
Yay!
A county agency recorded the money donated to several charitable causes over time. So you can see that these are the causes: education, hunger, parks, or medical research, and then the different months and how much was received. In June, how much more money was raised for hunger than for medical research? So you're looking at June, $19 for hunger, only 6 for medical research. So what is the difference? Good, Tristan. So $19 minus $6
It's $13.
would be $13. So they had hunger was $19, medical research was only 6. So how much more did hunger raise? 13 more dollars. Okay. That's all right, Emma. Don't say you're sorry. It's just, just keep chugging along with us. An Idaho farmer has been monitoring crop prices over time. So here are the different crops. Here are the different years. And then how much they costed, how much they cost every year. Okay, per CWT.
What does CWT mean?
Yeah, that's crop weight. So per crop weight, how much more did lentils cost in 2003 than in 2004? So just go to lentils. And those are the only things you're looking at right now. You got it, Tristan. You are good. Good to go. Claire, are you there today? All right. So in 2003, they cost $18. In 2004, they only cost $14. So what's 18 minus 4? 14.
4.
4. 18 minus 14. There you go. Okay, couple more. A real estate agent tracked the number of homes recently sold in each of the nearby cities she served. All right, so these are the homes sold. Here are the different years, and here are the different cities. Okay. In 2008, which city had the most home sales? So you're just looking at this middle column. Very good. This one was easy. Center City. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to go back to our agenda. And I'm just going to remind you, you guys are group number 1, my 9:30 group. So if you're up for a challenge after we're done here today, you can go and learn a little bit more about percents. That's not really a 4th grade skill, which a lot of you are 4th graders. Some of you are 5th graders, and you don't even really get into percents until 6th grade. But if you want to do it and just get a little bit of a head start, go for it. I won't hold you back. So yeah, it'll be kind of fun. And then maybe, I don't know, if you really want to, you can stay for the next group and do a little percent practice with us. But anyway, we are done my 9:30 group. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the VC so that I can start a brand new one and have a totally different recording for my second group. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, friends. See you next time.
Bye bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.